Hello, subscribers. Welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 7 Crusaders of the Dark Savant. We are playing my difficult mod, and we're doing pretty much Iron Man run. I think I've reloaded twice, maybe 3 times. We're trying to avoid those party wipes as much as possible, and not reloading unless everybody dies. So, we are now... First... Okay, so we are now in basement of Monkarama. And let's look at our journey map kit. Okay, I haven't gone this direction yet. And just to kind of give a heads up, we have a Lord, Samurai, Ranger, Thief, Psionic, and Mage. Level 12, roughly. Okay, that one in a circle. Okay. Oh! Oh boy. I was not prepared for this. Yeah, we're probably gonna die here. Totally forgot about this battle. Okay. Unless we get really lucky and go first with some of our strong spells, we're probably toast. I do have magic screen. Let's get that going. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome to the stream. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday if Sastan was here. How are you doing? Let's see. Blinding Flash. I do have Deadly Poison. Yeah, he's probably resistant to air, but we're going to try it. Okay, Kane the Thief. What are you going to do? I think this is Purify Air. You have a Deadly Poison bomb. Let's throw one of those at one of these. Okay. Silence would be good if it works, but it probably won't. I'm going to do a Mind Flay. Power 4. And probably an asphyxiation. See what happens there. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. No Taco Tuesday for you. It was Pizza Roll Tuesday. Not a gourmet meal, but it works. Man, I don't know the last time I had a pizza roll. Okay, we killed most of the weaker enemies. Oh. Nice. It's gonna be good. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. This blind is a major problem. Let's try to offset it a little bit with Enchanted Blade, but we don't have much chance. Hey, Bo, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay. I believe, gosh. Oh, he's a samurai. Never mind. He's not a monk. Man, I don't think he's even skilled enough to be able to use any of this. Uh, I have blinding flash myself. Let's try it on him. Kane, you're still blinded. Oh, it's so bad. You do have crushed widows too. Let's throw that. I'm glad you're doing well, Bo. It's going good, but I think we're about ready to die. Or at least some of our characters. Do another mind flay. And then let's summon some help here. Hopefully. Okay, we got a Fiero. Dang. Oh. Oh, he's poisoned with deadly poison though. That's a big deal. Uh-oh. No. He summoned bloodworms. Okay. You failed Enchanted Blade. None of that's gonna work. Ranger. I should try to cure the... Well, dang it. You know what? I need to purify the air. Because these phantom darts are going to poison us again. This is either air shield or purify air. I don't remember. Missile shield, I should say. Okay. Let's hope you can silence him. And let's try a freeze all. Ooh, nice. Unaffected. He's paralyzed until I damage him. Ooh, nice. Boiling blood. Oh, here comes the poison. Oh, he died to the poison. The Lord of the Dark Forest died to the deadly poison. Nice. I really need to heal my mage here. Okay. Do we have heavy heals somewhere? Oh, yeah, okay. Blindness is gone for a couple of them. We have a light heal. It's better than nothing. Let's do a big heal. Mage. I want to kill this mad warder. I don't think I have anything that does a lot of damage to a single enemy. Let's do an anti-magic on him. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Nice. No. No! Zorn just killed my own guy. Why did you do that, Zorn? He's still insane, too. Okay, he's down. Try that one more time. Blinded the bloodworm. Nice. Nice. Wow. Think we might survive this. You don't have any healing. What horror movie you got going tonight, Mr. Spock? Wow, we survived. 50,000 experience. Nice. That's some goodies. Okay, now. I don't think anybody can cure the poison. So, let's see if I have any potions. There's one. That's all I had was one cure poison. Uh-oh. Oh, and the mage is poisoned. Okay. Hmm. We're gonna have to try to rest through this. It's not gonna be easy. Wow. That's some heavy poison. The Lord's poison wore off. Ah! Well, okay, we have some moderate heals. That might just barely be enough. Oh, she's unconscious. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mr. Spock says those bloodworms are gross looking. Yeah. One called Spontaneous Combustion from 1990. Oh, cool. I've never heard of that. So are all the movies you're watching this month, Mr. Spock, ones you've never seen? Or have you seen some of them? Better drink another. Yeah, what kind of poison is this? Holy moly. Okay, who has 3? Yeah, 66 artifacts is not enough to identify some of this. Lens cap. Crystal ball. Oh, this will give us unlimited Wizard's Eye. Mr. Spock says, I'm trying to pick ones I haven't seen. Oh, cool. Do you feel like it's been generally successful? Or are there some real stinkers? Man, I think I might be out of healing. Golden apples. Oh, can't eat them. It's unconscious. Why are you unconscious? Man. Somebody has awakened. I think it's the Sonic. I'm not sure that works outside of combat. Better do a heal instead. Oh, she survived. Holy moly. Wow. That was rough. There's been a couple of bad ones, but they still made you laugh with the badness. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Yeah, sometimes the cheesiness can be very entertaining. Okay, now the Ranger has regen with this, so let's give that to the Thief for a minute to rest. You heal up to Samurai. Heal up to Sonic. Just trying to avoid getting an encounter here. Okay, now you can pass this off to Samurai. Okay. Oops. Oh, I don't remember which one I wanted equipped. I think this one. Okay. Wow. So yeah, let's see if this does what I think it does. Where do you use it? From here, maybe? No. I'm gonna have to look that up. I thought I made that do Wizard Eye. Oh, it's identify. It's identify. Infinite charges. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's actually really useful. Use. Yeah, nice. Stab of Witches. 312 damage. Paralyzed, knockout, terror power 4, max charges. That's sweet. So unlimited charges. Okay. Mage, Alchemist, Psionic, Monk, and Ninja. Let's give that to Psionic. Mr. Spock says there was one I watched called The Children, where kids became zombies, but the only change in them is that their fingernails turned black and they killed by hugging. That's funny. Link's ring, okay, that's nice. That gives max attacks, I believe. And a mind flay scroll. Let's give this to the Lord. Yes. So he should get 4 attacks now with this lance. Amazing. Okay, what else we got? An amulet. Amulet of Spiders, 20% paralysis and missiles resistance. And 11 charges of web. That's not bad. Invisible potion. Okay. Shaken. Seems like I'm missing something. I think this increases scout, maybe? Yeah, it's 70. Yep, 76. So we're going to get it close to 100. Has 6 charges. 92 scouting now. Nice. Okay. Actually, I don't really need this anymore. Yep. I think that's it. Yep. But we got quite a few treasure chests open now. Thief. It's either life. Actually, it can't be life stealer. It's a sonic bolt. 11 decapitating butterfly axes. Honk, book, pipes, potions, key of the temple, staff, and a wand. Nice. Okay, book of directions. Oh, well, it's some spell points. Let's give it to the samurai. Honk of youth. We'll sell that. Because age doesn't seem to make a difference in this game on anything. Devil's pipe. So that's for a bard. That would have been weaken or weakness. Wand of static. You can use it to train artifacts. Erratic staff. I think this might be anti-magic. Sounds like I had one of these before. Let's find out. Yeah, anti-magic, 18 charges, power 3, can drain stamina, 2 to 8 damage. Short range though. Hey DC, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you. Yes, it's going well. We just killed the Dark Lord of... What's he called? There's the Dark Forest Monks, but this was Lord of... And I totally bring up a blank on his name. In the basement of Monkarama. Lord of the Forest, maybe? I think that might be his name. And we survived. I thought I was going to die since I'm kind of trying to Iron Man it, but we got lucky. Moser's Mojo Tea. I don't need this anymore either. Drop. And another chest here. Lots more stuff. More mine sticks. Okay. Pure stone. Nice. Draining bomb. Those are nice too. What else? Another invisibility potion. We have a key. Key of good keep. Okay. Bow. Staff of hypnosis. Everyone can use this. Two-handed. Extended range. Let's use our crystal ball on it. Knockout. Hypnotize. 15 charges, power 4, 110 damage. So pretty weak, but we can use it in the back here. So let's equip it. What else? What else? Wand. Wand of Raising. Oh, so this thing's actually cursed, but I've buffed it to be able to at least give some kind of good benefit. Let's see what it was. Stone, that's right. So the damage is 1 to 3. It's terrible. -4 to hit. It has unlimited make wounds, power 1. And it can stone the enemy. Let me see what the stone chance is. Wand of Raising. 10%. -4 to hit, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be equipping it. I still can use it, though, as an artifact, even when it's not equipped. So we're going to give that to the... Well, it does make wounds. I could actually do some good training with it. Let's give it to the samurai. Okay. Rest one more minute. Okay, we can finally move on. Okay. I'm guessing mine stuff won't work on these. Ooh, nice, critical. Hey, says Tam. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Just getting off work, DC? Ah, I gotcha. Today's good. Pod's dozing now that he's fed and walked, and definitely even more impressed with how well you're doing on this difficult mod. Well, thank you. It's fun. Lots of fun. Is it Taco Tuesday, says Tim? Ah, yeah, there it is. So does Pod take go like into coma, sleeps after he gets fed? Just kind of falls over in a coma. I could just picture him doing that. Let's Blizzard. Was it really tacos on Tuesday, says Tim? Because I know a lot of times you don't have tacos on Taco Tuesday. Wow. Okay, Kane. What are we dealing with? Ooh. It's a basilisk guy. Okay, am I seeing any reds? I do see a red flash occasionally. So there is a chance we can trigger this. Hmm. Okay. And a shield too. Okay, we're gonna have to drop some stuff. Come back for that. You brought in hothead burritos for an agile lunch and learn. Oh, okay. Cool. Moderate stamina. I'll drop that. Ancient dust I'm gonna drop also. Brimstone nuggets. Little fire resistance. Fairy dust drop. Strapped buckler. I mean, we could give that to the mage in the back. Let's do it, and then we'll merge other darts. Okay, what else? Robes of Enchant. Nice. Let's use the crystal ball on these. So 50% magic resistance. That's nice. Sweet. Is that it? Oh, we got some wands. Blood sticks. I guess we could use them. Okay, and then let's pick these up. Firebomb, that's pretty nice. Armor plate. Rest, and in fact, we'll use that armor plate. Enchanted blade, magic screen. Water nymphs and eerie moths. I think I'm just going to mindfully. Or asphyxiate. It's good having a quick mage. So she can go first. Terror. Now let's do mind step. There's a lot of insanity going on. Do I have Dispel Undead? Nope. Okay. Cold base doesn't work too well on these. Magic missiles should work pretty well. Or not. Worked on one of them. Poisoned, diseased, and nauseated on the plague axe. Ooh. Oh. Asphyxiation will probably take care of most of these. All of them. Listen to the sound, the wonderful sound of Roland. Okay. The Roland LAPC-1. Ah, DC, wow, thank you so much for 500 bits. That's very kind of you. From Pato, he says thank you for mods and Bork mouse. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure to tell Pod thank you very much. Really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And you stream on Saturdays and Sundays for sure, and Fridays a lot of times, right, DC? For those that aren't aware, I think that's what I saw on your schedule. Let's use armor plate again. Saturdays and Sundays for sure. Usually Fridays, sometimes Mondays. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm really enjoying your Wizardry 8 play. Okay. Try Blizzard's probably not going to work. Worked on one of them. The times I stream might change because of weird stuff I'm encountering with the internet drops and the like. Oh man, I hate that. That's so frustrating. Is it really your internet? It's not Twitch messing up? I was having problems with OBS locking up where it just sends 0 bits. You look at it and it says transmitting 0. And CPU's 100%. So then I have to kill OBS with Task Manager and then get it back up and running again. Past 3 days, you've had the internet drop at 12:30-ish. Oh man, that's really frustrating. So there's definitely something going on with throttling or people messing around for that to be happening. You're looking at your streams and it seems like that's about when it happens too. Wow. I was having not that same time, but I was having problems with YouTube. They started throttling me at 7 p.m. That's why I switched to Twitch. Because I tried both their servers and they both did it. It wasn't my internet. I checked all the speeds and everything. Right at 7, boom, they just throttled. It's like, okay, I'm done with them. Yeah. Well, that's a shame for you. 12:30-ish. It's kind of hard to track that stuff down, too. Posts, yeah, you had lots of YouTube issues at that time. It was so wonky. Yeah, I had streamed for years, no problems, and then all of a sudden they started doing that. I'm like, okay. Kept happening. So I just had to give up on them. Well, I sure hope you get it figured out, PC. Come on, give me my next magic screen. There we go. Hey, Rushfeld, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? He says, oh, look, a good wizardry. He's not a fan of 8. Blizzard him. Blinded, blinded, blinded. Nice. Okay, what do we got? Oh no! Oh, I'm so lucky that it was just anti-magic. And it wasn't the Basilisk guy. Okay. Oh. Got too many items. I'm gonna have to drop some of these crappy scrolls I'm not using. Trying to train with them, but I keep forgetting to do it. Icicle sticks. Rushfell says, you ever play that Wizardry that was digital on PlayStation 3? No. I have never played any PlayStation games. Okay, what do we got? Oh, these are good. So... use our crystal ball on this. 40% cold and air resistance. That is nice. I think I'm going to give that to the samurai, maybe. Yeah. Nice. Labyrinth of the Souls it was. Not good, Rushfield says. I looked at a few of the Japanese wizardries, and they just did not look like my style of wizardry. Looked very anime to me. So, yeah. I'm glad others enjoy it, though. Acid bombs, okay. Yeah, let's go pick up the rest of this. Juju stones, can sell. Shield of Winds. This could be useful. BC says, it was neat to me, but I'm a huge anime fan too. And will always say Record of Lodos War is the best D&D anime that'll ever be made. And Rushbill says, Wizardry is huge in Japan. Yeah, it is. They don't play a lot of 6, 7, and 8, though. They play Wizardries 1 through 5. And then, you know, the more recent ones that are like 1 through 5. It's really weird. To me, 6 through 8 are by far superior. But hey, I'm glad they're keeping the old ones alive too. Fairy dust. Drop. don't think there's anything else I can drop here. Okay. We pushed a button, something happened. PC says 100% agree, DFortae. Love 6 through 8 a ton, but I'm happy that the older ones that got us to 6 to 7 get some love. Yeah, exactly. And Rush says, yeah, the PlayStation 3 one is basically an old school Wizardry with an anime paint job. That's what it seemed like. I don't think I saw the PlayStation 3, but I saw Labyrinth of the Souls on the PC, and it kind of looked same to me. Let's use these scrolls so I get some training. Let's do a bunch of artifact training here. Oh, backfired one static. Unaffected. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so the question is, when I push that button, did it open a door somewhere here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here it is. Yes. What? That's the wrong event. That's totally the wrong event. How in the world did that happen? Okay, hang on. I gotta find where this map is. It shouldn't have triggered that until the chest was open. Let's close that one. Okay, where is the map? Bunkerama. Okay, map 23. Okay. Sconces, where are you? Turn that off. Okay. All right. Notch staff. '91. I gotta turn off all these things so I can see it. Okay, there it is. All right, incident. So 78. See, I don't remember if in the original you're supposed to have to search for that. I'm gonna have to look at the original, or if you just walk onto that square and you get it, or if it's in a treasure chest. I need to check that out real quick. Let me load up the original. Okay. Loot. Yeah, it's in a treasure chest in the original. Okay. So you have to open a treasure chest and then you get it. Treasure chest does have a trap on it. See, I removed this from a treasure chest because I didn't want to hog up a treasure chest slot to give you one item. Because you're limited to 255 treasure chests in that engine, and I used them all up. So that's why I did this. It's just kind of weird that you walk on the square, you don't open the treasure chest, it just it just gives it to you. I think what I'll do is I'll change the message so that it seems a little more meaningful. I think that would be acceptable. So let me see. Okay. Make sure I'm still pointing to the right directory. Yep, okay. I almost got this fixed, guys. 91. Text. Okay. There. This will make a little more sense now. Load. Find that again. Here it is. Okay. So we'll see if it does it right this time. Oh, I'm going to have to reload. I changed the messages. Hold on. Let me change messages. You got to reload. Ah, thanks, DC. Appreciate it. Semi 23. Here we go. You come across an old treasure chest. You're pleasantly surprised that it is unlocked. You find a long bar made of steel in which are cut many irregular notches. Okay, good enough. All right, so we got the notch staff. So yeah, we're done with this place. This particular place, not the whole area. That's gonna take a while. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Nope. See some. Rush says I have 10K channel points and nothing to spend them on. You can use the emoticons, right? Like the special ones, or is there nothing for those? I think that's for subscribers, what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm not a traditional Twitch streamer that has all these fancy things going on. Hopefully you guys are here for the games and not the Twitch shenanigans. I told my YouTube followers when I switched to Twitch and not doing anything different. I'm still streaming like I did over there on YouTube. That's how I intend it to be. It's not going to be for everyone, I know. Okay. Magic screen wore off. Let's rest. Yeah, there you go. You got the Ernest P. Whirl emoticon going. Mr. Spock says you can unlock emotes. I just did. Here's Jim Varney. Jim Varney, such an underrated actor. Okay, we've been all these places. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I think I might have the key for this now, though. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's called Key of Good something. Oh, where is it? There it is. Yes. It's a darn basilisk guy again. We got some dungeon bread. Yeah, he passed away pretty young. Mr. Fox says one of my movie watches was Ernest Scared Stupid. Oh, was it? Yeah. That definitely goes into the category, the cheesy dumb category. But fun. Alright, we'll have to go pick that stuff up. Duck shield. This is cursed. Drop. Does anybody know where the duck shield came from? Onyx key. Nice. Okay, let's start dropping this. Mr. Spock says, yes, his movies always take me back to childhood. Sheik and Shuri. Those are actually really nice, but I guess I could have my samurai throw them. Serpent Stones, cool. Enchanted Katana. Use that over the Naginata. Let's equip that. Oh, I already had an Enchanted Katana. Never mind. I thought I had an Enchanted Wakizashi. Okay. What else? Wand. Bishop's Wand. Usable only by bishops. Wah, wah. Well, we could class change now and get the Bishop's Wand. Drop. Okay. Nothing. Mr. Spock says, is the duck shield actually a bad item? I saw in a forum where some people are saying it actually hurts your armor class rather than open it. Yes, it's cursed. It is not in Wizardry 7. It's in 6, but in my mods I brought forward a bunch of cursed items from 6 into 7. And that's one of them. You get it in 6 from the woman, I think her name's Melee. Miley, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. She's the one, Isle of the Keep in, what's that place called? River Styx. She sells the duck shield. She's a scam artist. Makes you a sitting duck. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can finally use this notched staff. Thought this is where we use that. Hang on. Let's see. $36. Activates 37. Yeah, that's all correct. Why is it acting like it's not used? This is definitely correct. Make sure I did it right. Facing the right direction. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the wrong spot. This is a secret button. There's another place I gotta find that has the hole like that. This is not the right way. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So here? No. Oh, okay. That's the gate that locks. Trying to find where the notch staff goes. Make sure I don't miss it. There it is. This is the spot. Okay. You insert the notch shaft deep inside the wall, you detect a faint click. Okay. There's still a bunch of gates I haven't opened. I don't think this is where I want to go. Let me check the mini map. Pretty sure I don't want to go this way yet. Yeah. Yeah. Zombie skills. Okay, I want to see what direction I'm facing. North. So on the southwest side, that's where we're going to go to get back to where we were. That's where I opened that treasure chest. Yep. Okay, and that's the exit. Yeah, I need to find remove curse so I can unequip the plague axe. And okay, here we go. This is where we can use one of the keys. Maybe I don't have that key yet. Guess not. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's rest before we go down here. Nothing secret. Nope. Three spirits. I don't know. I think they cast, but I don't think they cast too many terrible spells. Oh, we just find another key of Gorers. Ah, key of the crypts. Key of crypts. More spirits. How close I am to level up. 26,000 on the Lord. That's close. Thief 51, Sonic 69, and Mage 85. Here's some water. Step into the arena of a tremendous cathedral. Its bizarre frescoes long faded, its papal pews submerged under a dense cesspool of stagnant water and filled with the wrenching odor of offal and decay. Thick molds cover much of the ceiling and chamber, and splotches of scummy mires are visible floating upon the surface of the water. It is not a very pleasant atmosphere. Okay. Spectral Ravens. It's using straight weapons on these. Critical, nice. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make it to this fountain, because it restores stamina. This is where we can do crazy training on our swimming real fast. And I'm sure we're way too late to get the book out of here. Hey there, Moody Mystery. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Greetings to you. Are you a Wizardry 7 fan? Glad to see a Wizard stream. Nice. Is 7 your favorite, or? Doing great? Ah, thank you. Yes, I sure am. Okay, Keep of the Holy Work. I believe my Onyx key might get me in here, or the Temple, Key of the Temple. Which one? There we go. Ancient chest is so covered with a scrungy growth that it's difficult to distinguish where the box ends and the floor begins. Obviously, it's been here a long time, perhaps forgotten or thought lost after the cathedral became submerged. Okay. I'm not going to be able to... If it's in here, I'm not going to be able to carry all the items. I'll have to drop some stuff and then come back. Opening the Antediluvian locker, you find naught but tattered remnants of a waxy covering lying on the bottom. That's what I figured. Well, we got the book at least. That's what Zen Zhang wanted from us. Hey, Reginald, welcome. How are you doing? Reginald says, I'm usually way too late for most of the maps. Had to buy kill for most of them playthrough. I'm in the same boat. I rest too much. I very rarely can make it to a map in time. Now in my mods, I made it where you get really rewarded if you do make it on time. Just to encourage people not to rest so much and waste time, but to go for them real quick. But I'm still way too late. Moody says, I played it a while ago. Wizardry 7 is my favorite, and Wizardry 4 drove me insane. Ah, yes. Wizardry 4. I remember that one. The Onyx key is for the boat thing. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Wizardry 7 is, out of the trilogy, it's the one I have least memorized. I've only beaten this one, I think, twice, maybe 3 at the most. Okay. Stamina back. Okay. Let's do a little more training on our swimming while we're here. It's just so much faster. Moody says, I've noticed you have different spells and weapons from normal Wizardry 7, i.e. Blizzard. Yes. I'm not sure. Have you followed me at all? Or is this kind of your first time following me, Moody? Because I've created mods for Wizardry 6, 7, and 8. and I've made them all consistent. I've taken things from Wizardry 8, moved them backwards through 6 and 7, and vice versa. I've made them all a lot more cohesive and balanced them all. Tried to get rid of imbalances, those kinds of things. I've added tons of new items, balanced all that stuff out, give players more options to play. So yeah, there's spells, new spells, modified spells. I basically took in Wizardry 6 and 7 especially, there's some like unused realms, like water is kind of weak, the water realm. And I've balanced that out a lot. Mentals had too many spells in it. Kind of shifted some of those around. Tried to make like psionics not have only mental spells. You know, they have more balance across different things. So anyway, on my Discord channel, I explain all that in case you're interested in the mods. There's some things in these games that are kind of imbalanced and broken. I've tried to fix. And some things are useless that I've made useful now. Let's see if we can do 4 now. Oh yeah, 4 squares. And you may not know, Moody, since you're brand new here, if you're still on here, I've actually recreated Wizardry 6 with the 7 engine. So you can play the entire Wizardry 6 in this engine. Of course, I've got my additional items and stuff in there. That always bugged me when I was a kid when you'd make it to the Enchanted Forest of Wizardry 6 and it was stone. I've told this story before. I called the developers, Surtech, and I'm like, hey, is my game broken? It's saying I'm in the forest, but it looks like stone. And the guy was kind of embarrassed. He's like, yeah, we didn't have time to do any kind of forest graphics. I was like, oh, okay. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's take a look at her swimming real quick. Physical, 76. 66. Okay, let's get it a little higher before we leave here. No, I do not have any fairies in my party. No fairy ninjas or rod of sprites for me. We have a dwarf lord, Belper Samurai, Elf Ranger, Hobbit Thief, Elf Psionic, and a Human Mage. Let's do one more. Yeah, no Cana Corpus for us. Yeah, DC's trying on my Wizardry 8 difficult mod. Wait a minute. Are you doing the diff? No, you're doing the rebalanced mod. Yeah, you're doing the rebalanced mod. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I can get through any of those gates there, so I think I go back now. Whoa. Okay, this could be kind of dangerous. Hmm. Throw my firebomb here. I don't think Mindfully is going to work very well on these. Mr. Spox, are you going to make a computer cheats even more mod? That would be funny. Mr. Spox is actually not sure how much the AI cheats in Wizardry. It doesn't cheat that much. It's, especially in 8, if that's what you're talking about. It's actually really smart. It's pretty rare. And there really isn't much AI in 6 and 7. It's pretty basic. So, yeah, in 8, trying to think. I had two cheats happen to me. One was when the fire elemental that spawned was in a wall. He could hit me, but I couldn't hit him. That was a cheat. And then another time, some ants on Arnica Road were coming up toward me. They couldn't see me for some reason. I was in a corner. They pushed me up onto the wall. So when monsters walk into you in Wizardry 8, they push you. They can just push you out of the way. So they pushed me up onto the wall and I dropped. And I took damage. And then they attacked me. It was the funniest, weirdest thing. It's recorded on one of the streams somewhere. I was like, what the heck? Is when it in my party when they all hit the ground, they're like, ugh. I was like, wow, that's a pretty impressive cheat there. I had never seen that. Every time I play that game, something weird happens. Something I've never seen before. We're gonna try to freeze these. Resolve. Nice. Mind Flay killed how many? 2? There we go. Firebomb will be grand. Okay, they're all paralyzed at the moment, but as soon as we hit them, they're going to become unparalyzed. Let's go after these. And then magic missile. Ooh, immune to magic. Whipping rocks works on. 40,000 experience. Wow. There's my Lord's level up. Nice. I don't know if he'll get a spell this level. Nope, he didn't. The next level. Okay, 100 skullduggery. Nice. Excellent. A laughing bird. Insane laughing bird. Yeah. Moody says, is this like the regular Wizardry 7 where you can increase skills by using them in some cases? Yes. Yep. Yep, you do training on your skills. Oh man, this is rough. I'm going to summon an illusion here. Yeah, you don't get training in Wizardry 6 and 7 by using anything outside of combat. But in combat you do. 2 phantasms, nice. Uh-oh. Moody says, I remember doing it for some of the physical skills, such as hiding and swimming. Oh yeah, swimming definitely is outside of combat. That goes up. Hiding, you can only hide in combat to make it go up. Now, Kirajitsu is one of the few skills that does not go up as you use it. Neither do the mage spells or skills. Like any of the main magic schools don't go up. Oratory does, but not like. Oh, turned him to stone. Not like thaumaturgy or theology. That's level up time. Ooh, nice. Swimming. Guess artifacts. Okay, new spell. I'm gonna get resurrection. Although Superman would be nice too. Nice. Oh, we can finally get nuclear blast, guys. Dehydrate. Yeah, I gotta get nuclear blast. Nice. Sanek's still low on spell points. Two nymphs, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, nuclear blast will work really well in those gel magas. Okay. Let's try it on power 2. These are fairly fire resistant. Yeah. All right, I'm not sure if I have a key for this. I guess I do. Oh, yeah, okay. Sent into the remains of an old abandoned mausoleum. Hold an array of statuesque figures and shadows. I remember this. This is gonna be brutal. I need to be fully prepared. Hoping freeze all will work on these. Well, or I guess I could do nuclear blast. This is pretty dangerous right now. Dang. mage is going to bite the dust here. This is going to be a party wipe. That acid breath. Ouch. So this will be my third or fourth death. I mean, I could try to run. Let's give it a shot. Doesn't matter anyway. Wiped. Yeah. Brutal. Brutal. Okay. Let me see, where was I going? This is one of those games where you could be doing so well and trashing things in the next combat, you're done. Yeah, I try not to reload, but they totally got me by surprise resting. No chance. Acid, you can't, it's hard to resist too. Like you can get, you know, fire shield, you can have ice shield, air shield. There's nothing to shield you from mental or besides magic screen. That works on all of them, but only to a small degree. Or acid, life force, death. There's no shields for any of that kind of stuff. You can get items that give you a resistance bonus, but okay. Hey, Boxy, welcome. How you doing? Mr. Spock says, I mean, if you have to be killed, nymphs aren't a bad way to go. Ugh. Acid's not going to probably work on these either. Yeah, dang it. Resting in a dungeon is dangerous business. Especially in a difficult mod. Lord's insane. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Doris is awake now. Rudy says, time for resist acid spell. Yeah, the vitriolic water. The other one is what's it called? Brimstone nuggets, I think. They do fire and maybe acid. And of course, levels. Your level is the biggest deal in this. As you gain levels, your resistances go up. Okay. Keeping your axe. Might as well get your scouting 100. Yeah, there's not too many enemies that have acid. The black dragons do, those do. And then some can cast acid splash and acid bomb and stuff. Especially the way I've adjusted it. I've made them harder. More combinations. I think I'm going to use this. Anti-magic a little bit. Didn't work. At least this will wake me up. And in my mod, I think if you find adamant armor, adamant weapons can give you acid resistance too. We're going on 2 hours here, so I'm about done for tonight, guys. Let me do this one last fight. I'll make one attempt at these skeleton lords, and then we'll see how that goes. Let me let my dog out real quick. I'll come right back. Okay, let's use our armor shield. Oh, I'll use that one up. I think I have another one somewhere. Armor plate, there we go. Okay. So over in the corner. Save it. Pygmy altar, my midnight globe. Your fingers begin to tingle at the possibilities. Kick the altar over. Does not want to kick over. Take it. May the MG random number generation gods be in your favor, Mr. Spugs. Thank you. Paralyzed. Okay, 2 guys got paralyzed. Okay. Glad my mage isn't paralyzed. I'm gonna summon something here. Okay, we got a Fiero. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh no. Ouch. Oh, we got 1 critical. But we're almost dead. We do have a Fiero. Can the Fiero pull it out? Amulet of Healing. Let's try it. And let's use the Stab Pro Undead again. It's pretty heavy holy water. Fizzled, yeah. Fireball didn't work. Instant death, I resisted. We're going after the Fiero. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think he just backfired instant death on himself. Oh, Saz went down. One of them just backfired instant death and killed himself. Quit fireballing them. Fiero's silenced too now. Okay. He tried Prismic Ray. Oh. Oh no. Toxic Cloud. Oh, and my Lord's paralyzed. My Lord was the only one that could have probably saved me. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, the thief. Breathes fire, nice. With the staff pro undead, he's slowly whittling away. There goes the Lord. The thief keeps hiding in the shadows. Let me check on my doctor. Okay, Thief and Furo. You gonna be able to make this happen? Yeah, run, Regiment, down. Oh, Furo's paralyzed. That's not good. Oh, Furo's insane too now. My thief keeps hiding in shadows. This is great. That Furo's gonna go down. Probably almost out of charges of this. Okay, we're down to 2. Oh yeah, it's gone. Dang. Okay, let's do an acid bomb. Kane's no longer hiding. Now he is. He jumped back in shadows. Really should heal. Oh, actually, let's get rid of the toxic cloud. Lethal cloud's reduced. Ah, Hero's back in action. Okay, we got rid of the toxic cloud. Let's do an acid bomb on this one now. Oh no. Ah, Fiero's insane again. Oh man, I have no way to heal. Throw a draining bomb. If we get their stamina to 0, we'll be able to take them out. Nice. That one died. Oh no. Oh, he ran amok, but I'm hiding. So he couldn't see me. Oh, that's great. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, I'm showing. Hide. Failed. No, no. Hide. Okay, we're hiding again. Let's rest. Rest in the shadows. Let's see if this insanity will wear off. We're just babbling in the shadows. Man, that silence lasts ages. Wonder if it lasts the whole combat. I didn't think it did. There we go. There you go. Claw on the Skeleton Lord. Firo's diseased. Okay, my insanity wore off. What else can I do? Let's just parry and let the Firo do the work. Wow, we did it. The thief gets 184,000 experience. Oh my gosh. Wow. We get Wickham's Globe of Power. Wow. Even that wasn't enough to level up. Look at that. Moody says, love all the mod you made. Oh, well, thank you. I hope you get to try some of them out and enjoy them. Now I got a bunch of resurrection to do. Holy moly. So I know I have an Amulet of Life and probably... I can have my Psionic resurrect. Yeah, I have a resurrection scroll. Okay, great. So use it on him. Oh, he's paralyzed. I'm gonna go ahead and use my cure paralysis on him. Okay. Now resurrect. Did it fail? Oh, it failed. I didn't guess I had enough power level. Ah, thanks, DC Bueller. And thanks for the hypes, Boxy. Man, that was rough. We're just going to use the scroll. Got one more charge in it. And then... Amulet of Life. Actually, I have that Rod of Necrology I can use. There we go. So everybody lost one vitality, but that's okay. That's a good place to save it for the night, guys. Wow, that was brutal. That hiding in shadows with the holy water and then that summon, that's what saved me. that was rough. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And DC, thanks again for that donation earlier. I really appreciate it. So, see you all next time.